All right. So we will call this the inaugural edition of the Old Man Games live stream. I don't have a nickname, so my name is just Michael. Shocking. And this is my brother Dennis. I'm going to ask him a couple of questions about role-playing things, and we're going to see how we do. I don't know if we had a chance to preview the questions. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Wicked Place game, not Old Man.
Wicked Place game. Wicked Place. My bad. Wrong game thing. I had to change that. Wicked Place game, not Old Man game. That's a different thing. Okay. So, Dennis, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and answer. Hopefully, you had a chance to preview them. So we'll start off with, what two things do you remember about your earliest role-playing experiences?
Yeah, so we thought about that a little bit. I think the two things, it's funny, one of the main things I remember is where we played is when we used to play in the front hallway.
Yep, on the front
basically
stairs.
On the front stairs. So I think the DM was on the floor and we were, up sitting on the stairs playing. So I remember that. So we used to tape record it too, which was
I had that tape for such a long time and it just got lost.
Yeah,
I had an old cassette tape. It was hysterical.
Yeah, and they all, those things get old, unfortunately, too, right? So probably at some point it would have gave out. But so that's number one. The other thing I think is just remember all the original modules that we played, right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to go through them. It was just like Salt Marsh and the Slaver series and the Giant series.
Mm-hmm.
White Plume Mountain, Tomb of Horrors, Expedition to the Barrier Peaks. Then you had Keep on the Borderlands, and lest we forget the Sinister Secret of Bone Hill, right? So it was like kind of all those original classics that I remember enjoying and playing so much, many of which we still have, right? Because they have such emotional value. I don't think they're worth much considering the condition they're in, but
no, probably not.
But they're great keepsakes, and loath to part with them.
Probably the most valuable thing we have is the deities and demigods that has the Cthulhu mythos and the Melnibonian mythos in it. Those were rare. There was only one printing of those. Yeah. And then they got sued by Chaosium and blah, blah, blah. So, because Chaosium had the rights. But so I'm glad we still have all those things. And I certainly remember playing those as well. And how do you think those early experiences informed your passion for this hobby? Because this is now 45 years for me.
Yeah, 45 years. Roughly. It was just how much we'd enjoyed playing, and we would play for hours on end and we would play consistently. I mean, we started then in the front hall. We've been playing for 45 years, right?
Yep. Sure.
So there's something about the hobby that just is just appealing. You know what I mean? Even with all of the new video games and all the things that are out there, this appeals to us still, and it seems to appeal to a lot of younger people now too, right? Because D&D is worth more than it's ever been, I think, now.
It's crazy. There's more people playing it now than ever before. So it's interesting, all the controversies and all the issues and all the stuff that people are into this game hobby and deep into it know about. Your average player has absolutely no idea what that's about. They're just like, oh, we're just playing D&D. So it is a very niche, no doubt about that. All right, very good. So tactical and narrative games, right? Now, I know the two things can be combined, and they certainly are most times, but which do you prefer? A more tactical game with like gridded combat, minis, or, tokens on the screen, or a more narrative game, and why?
Well, I like them both, but I gravitate towards the tactical game, always have, right? So, because I started role-playing games first, but I quickly got into tactical wargaming and, having now done that at a professional level, which is kind of an interesting thing. So I've always preferred that. I always like kind of some rules and some guidelines around things, but it's not always like the tactical thing you remember. Like, there's some big D20 rolls, like Billy's roll in Double 20s, right? All that kind of stuff. So there are big tactical events like that happen, but you end up remembering the stories, the narrative.
Yeah.
Right? So in the moment, the tactical is great because I love having all of the rules around it. But then in the long run, I think it's the stories what keep.
Yeah, and we never played with minis or grids until we played third edition when you were dungeon mastering.
When
You
I
had
got out of the army,
the
because I was
chess mat, is that what that's called? That
yeah,
brown, yeah,
that
which is
was
a nice thing.
25 years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, so recently.
Yeah, so but that was a hit when I brought that in. People really liked it.
No,
Right?
it
I mean,
definitely adds a different level to the game, right? And
yeah,
I think now, because we play online, you kind of have to. You can't just theater of the mind it, especially when you play fifth edition, because so much of it is based on location and facing and the area of effect. So I don't see, I mean, I guess you could play theater of the mind, but it would be harder.
well, you could, Mike. I mean, and the only thing that's different, right, is, and I've seen lots of things that'll look pretty. I've seen people do this like on PowerPoint slide decks, right? You know,
Yeah.
Like you narratively walk through a story and you have all these images in this art that you can kind of bring into a scene to kind of show what you want. You can have a whole bunch of stuff preset and you can have a library of things to bring in. So if you wanted to just stay narrative, instead of having, the combat part of it, you're going to have to do what we used to do in first edition, right?
I remember I used to just draw it on a piece of paper behind the screen, so I had a rough idea where everybody was, but I never shared it with the players.
Which is another thing you can do, because if you're playing with just, say, some visuals and pictures, you can share on something like this. Here's a whiteboard.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can show you where your guys are so they know because sometimes in the narrative games that gets lost a little bit and people get confused.
And I think one of the things I've noticed of myself playing online as much as we have is I'm not losing the ability, but my ability to describe things is rusty because there's always a picture. So I don't have to say, this wall looks like this door's over here, these plants, right? So in some ways it's easier to just be able to look at a picture of a battle mat or whatever. But yeah, it's degraded my narrative abilities.
I've always been a fan of the description box, like in modules and stuff like that, right? Because that gives you something to start with, gives you something to set the scene. You have to read it, or so you understand. So you're remembering what's in the encounter and everything like that too. So I try to use that a lot. I always try to have some scripted text to go with each scene. Then it goes where it goes, right?
Yeah.
But that's always so. So I try. I lose my narrative ability. Not if I get it.
No,
my starter box.
Yeah, when I was doing this a lot when we were kids, I was able to just do it extemporaneously. I could just go, right? Not really have anything written down. I could just play if I had a map in front of me. But that's just getting older. That's just harder. My vocabulary, I'm like, it's a So that's
Maybe
just
funny.
Just age. Yeah, it's just age.
Maybe you just have a couple bullet points,
Oh no, I have all kinds of notes and stuff like that. It's just remember Mom would start to forget words. She'd like, yes. Well, that's me. I'm like, and not for anything, but this is a kind of esoteric vocabulary that we're using. You know what I mean? It's not like you're saying with the arabesque, the ballista. You know what I mean? The trebuchet. Like these are some weird back to Corbins. Like these are some unusual words. So
right. No,
all right. Yeah, and this the more I read about the history of this game, the more the wargaming DNA I see, especially in first edition. You remember where when you got to a certain level as a fighter, you could summon like followers. You'd have all these guys. That was all chainmail. That was all based on Gaiax's wargaming. All right. So here's another question.
Can't they?
What was that?
Can't think paladins can do that kind of thing in the game still.
I don't know about the current rules. Now there's like things about bastions and renown, but that's all I haven't.
Oh, right.
Not planning on it.
Stealing that from Pendragon or something.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I mean, you can't trademark rules. All right. Question number 3. What is your favorite campaign that you've been involved in, either as a player or a DM, and why?
So you think, which one do you remember the most? And I guess the one I probably remember, it's hard to say which one, but probably the campaign that I did with Bjorn and Gathrid with Dan, right?
That's way back.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was 1986.
85 even?
85.
A long time ago.
So, yeah. And it was just, it was a really good campaign. We played a lot of the great, back then it was like, all right, that was 5 years after we started playing. So we replayed the old modules and
we did Cult. I remember we did Cult of the Reptile God.
Yeah.
I remember that for sure. We
Yeah.
did the Master of the Desert Nomads.
Yeah, we definitely
Temple of Death, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we did obviously Against the Giants and Volcobrow and all that.
We did that. I'm trying to.
Did we do Pharaoh?
Yes.
We did Pharaoh. Barrier Peaks.
Yeah.
Keeping the Borderlands.
Yeah, we did that one. Yeah, so we did like there's a whole bunch. I can't remember if we did Bow and Hill. I don't think we did.
I don't think we did with those guys. Maybe. I don't remember. But that was basically our second playthrough.
Right.
The first time we did it was either me and you, or me, you, and Dave Carlton, or me, you, and Damien. And then me, you, Tommy, and Jeff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So those are the early days. And I remember, playing the campaigns down in Marshfield were a blast too, right? So
do you remember the first one they ever played in Marshfield? I do. So Damian McCaffrey taught me how to play in the spring of 1981. And me, him, and Jason Murata sat on Jason's front deck up on his second story, double-decker house. And we had no idea. Damian just someone must have taught him how to play, and he had the book, but he didn't really know what he was doing. So we just played. Like, you could have a major weapon and a minor weapon, and we only had D6s. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. So when we played that first summer, so that summer of 81, we didn't even have dice. Remember we used chits?
Vaguely. Yes.
We had little Dixie cups with the numbers in them because polyhedral dice were so rare. They were only made in Japan that the starter boxes that they were putting out had chits in them because they couldn't get dice. So we had little Dixie cups filled with numbers. And I basically just ran the Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. I remember that.
I just told the story of the Lord of the Rings. And you guys, that's all I remember about it.
We hadn't read it yet.
I mean, we saw the movie, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, I think we saw The Hobbit. I don't know even if we saw.
No, I think the movie had been out by then, but whatever it was, I just remember running like Lord of the Rings. You guys were fighting Sauron and stuff. I don't remember anything else about it. Just that it was fun.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I do, and I remember it well. Yeah, I guess I do remember the chits now that you say it.
Yeah, and that's funny because they couldn't get the dice.
Right. Yeah.
And what about as a game master, then? Is there anyone that you remember? And that it doesn't have to just be D&D, it can be anything.
Well, I mean, the one I probably remember the most in most detail was probably 1997, 98 when I was in the Army. So I didn't play with you guys, but I played with my my Army buddies, including my friend Ken, who died in Kenya, and his wife and my friend Jamie. We played that for months on end, and I did some of the favor. Took them through Salt Marsh. We did. They died in Against the Giants, so I was doing
Ravenloft too, right?
Yeah, Ravenloft. We had a great fun with Ravenloft. So I did a lot with the Ravenloft campaign. I got the box set, so I tortured them with Ravenloft ceaselessly. You know what I mean? So so that was a great campaign. And then I think the one I did probably with our guys, I mean, the greatest one I probably ever ran was Star Trek.
Yeah, that was big.
That was long. It was big.
Played that for a long time.
We had it was a great game. I still have all the notes and the history of it and all that kind of stuff.
It was a fun game. I remember that really well.
Yeah, so that was good. So that was probably the biggest ones I remember.
I only ever ran Ravenloft once, and it was the original module, and it was I didn't even know if you played. I know Danny, Anthony, Billy, and Douglas played. And I remember running it. I remember getting to Strahd and having Dan put on his record player, Fugue in D minor. No. But I don't remember anything else about it. I don't remember if they actually fought him or.
I think who played? Did we play it before? Because I got. No. Well, then I had to have played it. I had to have been there.
You must have. I just don't remember. I just remember the map. It was an isometric map, one of the first ones I ever saw, and I was like, "Oh, that's amazing!" I
have it on Roll20. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I have it right here, actually, the new version, which is actually really nice too. So, but I never really played much Ravenloft. I know people love.
Well, I mean, there's the original module, then there's the campaign world.
Yeah. Oh, there's tons of stuff for it.
And the campaign world was just a blast because everything was horrible.
Right. Well,
that's
been informing some of my Castles and Crusades design, not to go off topic, as we're going underneath the Citadel of Aranel. I'm like, let's make this unpleasant. Let's make it scary. So that's what I've been kind of working on.
That's good. No,
it's fun. Let's come along. Let's move it along. All right. And one more question for you here, Dan. If you could sum up 40 plus years of gaming into one piece of advice for a newbie, what would it be and why? And before you answer, it is indescribable to try to teach someone how to play 5th edition who's never played before. And I've been doing that at school because I am the advisor to the D&D club. And I have this kid who's trying to be the dungeon master. And it is so hard to teach them how to play. So hard.
Well, I guess this, after all of this time, I guess I'm going to take a page out of what I've learned a little bit on the professional side, like on how to do this is, especially for something that's big and complicated. And if you look at a role-playing game, especially 5th edition, it's pretty, there's a lot, there's an
very
awful
great.
lot.
Yeah.
You have to teach people in chunks and in small pieces, right?
That's what I've been doing.
I would probably sit down with the kid and say, hey, we're going to play an encounter. I'm going to be the dungeon master. You're going to be a player. And you give them, there's going to be like 4 choices, right? Almost like choose your own adventure. And then while you're doing it, you're showing them the dice and you're showing them the scores and all the things. Like, okay, that's how your characters work. Then you kind of broaden it to the next thing. It's like, all right, now we're going to do it with a couple people and a couple related things. You know what I mean? I would almost step through it like that. But of course, I think the first thing is you have to have a dungeon master to learn how to play it. Like trying to be a dungeon master out of the box. How do you do that? Because you don't even know how to play the game.
Yeah, right? I haven't read the new Dungeon Masters guide, but I guess they took, very intentional steps to make that the case, right? So like, here's how you play, like from soup to nuts. This is what you are doing to run this game, which is good because
that is good.
It's always been an oral tradition. I mean, now with YouTube and podcasts and stuff like that, but for the longest time, the only way you could learn how to play is if someone taught you. You couldn't just pick up the book. I guess it's the old player's handbook. It doesn't teach you.
Watch Critical Role, right? I mean,
well, I think that's what a lot of people do, right?
Right.
You can watch all zillions of YouTube videos that walk you through how to do it, including Wizards has made some really nice teaching videos. But I was just it was interesting to me because these kids just had the rule books and they're like, well, what's my encumbrance and how many? I was like, oh, I don't know, because I don't remember. That's all stuff that with this hand wave. So
right.
I ended up saying, okay, I put him in an arena, right? We drew it on a piece of paper. I said, you guys are gonna fight to the death, and everybody's weapon does a D6, and you're just rolling a 20, and we'll just go from there. And it was fun. One kid, this night, I think I told you this in Texas, nice little boy, his friend's like, I'm gonna kill him, and he shot him with a crossbow bolt, right? And he hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
So the kid took out the crossbow bolt, put it in his crossbow, and shot it back. I was like, boy, that's how you play.
Have you heard of a barbarian?
It was awesome. It was really, really fun. Then one kid got teary-eyed because his friend attacked him. And I'm like, this isn't real. Like, we're just learning what a 20-sided dice is. Like, it's fine. So, yeah. So, sorry, I stepped on your answer. So,
no, that's all right.
What would you say? Like, what if you could boil it down to a sentence, I guess?
I'd say learn the game and like start small and learn and grow. You know what I mean? You can't learn everything at once. Learn how to play the game by being a player first if you can do it. And if you can't, you watch the videos and different things like that. Spend a little time learning the game. But hopefully, getting to be a player first would be the best thing.
Definitely. I agree. I ended up, the kid who's going to be the dungeon master, I printed out a copy of the Impregnable Fortress of Dib. You remember that one?
Which one was that one?
The kobolds hiding under the wagon.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, that was great.
That was fun, right? And that was like the simplest page and a half. I'm like, you read this. You are in charge of this. Ask me questions about this. And he's like, okay. So we'll see how he does. That'll be fun. They have a ball. They really, really do.
Well, that's the important, and that's what it is in the end, right? So
yeah. But I was telling my coworkers, imagine a Venn diagram between kids who are transgendered, kids with autism, and kids who have to go to lunch bunch because they're socially awkward. Right in the middle of those 3 circles, that's my D&D group. It really is.
Yeah, I guess none of the sportos are there, right?
You'd be surprised, actually, once in a while. But it is mostly like the artsy kids and the awkward kids. Exactly who you think it is. Exactly who you expect. So, but they have a lot of fun.
Who we were.
No,
it was different. That's 45 years ago.
But even on the times I've been to conventions, I never felt when we were kids like I was a nerd, like I was nerdy. You know what I mean? Even though I love nerdy things, I never had that vibe about myself or any of my friends. Never felt like, like that kind of stereotypical. That just wasn't the case. But basically every other person I've met that plays these games falls right into that. So I don't know. It's a weird space.
Well, then you look at what's the Witcher there. That guy played Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Then the guy from Magic Mike played Dungeons
and Dragons. Right. Joe Manganiello, whatever his name is.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, Jason Momoa.
Right. No, it's definitely bigger now. And All right. So those are all, by the way, I'm just holding these dice. These are called perfect dice. These 2d6 that Tom Burke brought me when he went on vacation to Las Vegas with his family in like 1985 or something. I saved them, but they're literally falling apart.
Yep. No, I still have some. I don't know if I have any original dice.
I do for sure.
I know. Yeah, you have some really. You have the.
Well, Damien, for my 13th birthday, Damien McCaffrey gave me a handful of dice. I still have them.
I think it came in like. Did it come in a little glass thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I just have my spilled my dice, my chaos bag. I've had this since high school. All right, so that's my questions for you. Did you come up with any for me or
no?
Useless.
Well, I'm
doing all the work.
Well, so okay, then I can. This is not that hard. I was an interrogator in the army. I can have
good. This will go well.
Yeah, this is motherfucker. So we've played a lot of games, right? Especially in the recent years, we've played all sorts of different things, right? From fantasy to horror to space, all that different stuff. Which game system of all the ones you've played is your favorite?
I have to say, Castles and Crusades is right up there because it has the old school vibe that I really like, but it has modernized mechanics.
Right.
So it's a roll high system with ascending armor class, which I like better than THAC0 and descending armor class. But everything else about this game feels like second edition, I would say, first and second edition. It just has that vibe of the characters are low powered and your character isn't being run by what's on the sheet. It's being run by you. Right. So you're not saying, well, which role can I make to do this thing to make it happen? It's more like, how can we make this happen? One of the best things I ever heard someone describe modern D&D is what was once narrative is now mechanical. And I thought that was a really good insight when you look at a 5th edition character sheet and see all the things, the skills and the reactions and the actions and the bonus actions and the, all that kind of stuff. And it's all just, you look at your character sheet and you say, oh, I'm going to do, I'm a pirate, so I'm going to make my pirate roll, or I'm going to do remember Doug's sorcerer, like someone hit him and then the guy who hit him took damage. I was like, what the fuck is this? So in that particular game, I think a lot of it is just, it's based on video games. It is basically like control A up and you get an effect. So I like Castles and Crusades a lot because it does not have that vibe at all.
That makes sense. No, I would, I've liked a lot of different, the 2D20 system was actually really kind of cool.
Yeah, that was fine.
Very different. It was very kind of a different thing.
Yeah, that's a dice pool system.
Yeah, I thought that the Call of Cthulhu 7th edition system was very well done. You know what I mean?
That's a very well designed game. And it flows right along. I cannot mentally get past that attributes are D100 now.
Right.
I don't know why that just sticks in my craw so badly. And I understood why they did it. It was to simplify the game. So everything's a D100. I totally understand. But I just cannot think in D100 for attributes because I'm so used to D318. It's I don't want to say it spoiled the game for me, but it was a constant source of annoyance. I even talked to the guy who designed the game about it. I was like, what are you fucking doing, dude? Why though? Because all the other BRP stuff is 3D8, 3D6. Across the BRP universe, 3D6, except for Cthulhu.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's I think I'm with you with Castle and Crusade. So I'm very interested, this amazing adventures module that I wrote. It's not a module, it's a short session thing. But I made it intentionally 5th level because I was like, what? I want to see what this looks like up here at a little higher up.
Yeah.
And what you're going to see is your characters it's all the same stuff, and you have your weapon. It's like that part, the combat part is all straightforward. What you're going to see is you have a lot of different skills, right? A lot of, or capabilities, character capabilities. So it's up to you to kind of understand all the things your character can do. vast majority of them are, though, still like you get to take one action during
Yeah.
you get to move and take an action. So I'm picking this thing off, like cast a spell, right? It kind of works like that. So you're just gonna have a lot of choices, but I think it's very straightforward. And yeah, I've been kicking the tires on it pretty hard. With like building my own stuff, and it was just like it's easy. I think what we'll find, Mike, as we get higher, it's going to be okay. Challenge level is 11, so your 8th level plus this, so you're going to be plus 14.
Yeah, because you can add your level, right?
Yeah, again, so just the numbers are going to get higher.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be a little bit more math.
The criticism I've heard of Castles and Crusades is that the saving throws kind of break down at higher levels, because when you're 10th level, you're adding 10. When you're 12th level, you're adding 12, which basically means you're never going to fail. You know what I mean? Right. So that's the only criticism I've ever heard someone make about Castles and Crusades is that. But most games, to be perfectly honest, break down at higher levels. They just do. They don't work as well. So
right.
In my experience, that's why I don't really run characters that high.
Yeah, no. So I think 10th level is almost like
even 12. Like 12 is a great level to go to, and we would see how it felt. You're fighting harder monsters, and it's a little more challenging, but we'll see. Yeah. So anyhow, long way of saying I really do like Castles and Crusades, and I've gone through many different systems, and I like BRP too, to be honest.
Yeah, I enjoyed the BRP combat system. That one game that we played with it. Which I thought was that Dreamlands who did that one, or?
So yeah, we used the 7th edition Cthulhu rules. We just kind of modified them a little bit. We grafted on some stuff from Cthulhu Dark Ages, which has more like sword fighting things. But we figured out how to do it. It wasn't that hard. Yeah, I did too. That was a great game. I'm getting away from skill systems, and like Dragonbane had a skill system, and Cthulhu has a skill system, and BRP has a skill system. D&D has a skill system. I'd rather use attributes, because I think the attributes make you think harder. Like you have to say, okay, all these things that are based on intelligence, right? You don't have to have them broken down. Just use your intelligence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. And that's and you'll see, I think, as you get the skills and the capability, like, even in regular Castles and Crusades, at 3rd level this, at 5th level this.
Yeah, you definitely get stuff. Well, you don't have like a foraging role and a navigation role and a searching role, and you don't have to have those roles. Like DCC does this really well. You're just making an attribute roll, whatever it is.
I agree. I agree with that.
But that's my preference.
And I think Castles and Crusades, as compared to DCC, gives you some flavor with the capabilities. You know what I mean? The things that you could. I mean, so here's my paladin, right, for DCC, and he has like 4 or 5 things he can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just, I guess, as I go up in level, you just get better at it. So it kind of is easier that way.
Yeah, right? I think so too. And I like that we have to think to do things.
Castles and Crusades is probably one step more crunchy.
Yeah, I would say. And I really do like DCC a lot. I think that is a incredibly fun game. And the campaign that I ran with the Hyboria campaign, where we stripped out a lot of the stuff and just did like low magic, human centric, that could not have gone any better. I thought that just was a great iteration of the game. It's a little too swingy to take seriously, is my only criticism of it, especially when you're playing it straight like we are right now, with just all the fucking whack over things that happen, which are hysterical. But I tend to run like a more serious game. You know what I mean? The poor Ed probably tried to.
Well, first of all, Hyboria, how that campaign went is a matter of perspective. Just want to put that out there.
Rolled 30.
Yeah. I mean, but I think Ed has embraced kind of the comedic stupidity.
He loves chaos.
Yeah.
He likes the randomness, and he's just going to make you, whatever you get is what you get, which I really like about it.
Right. And it's just comedic. It's like playing
it's funny.
It's like playing in like heavy metal. You know what I mean?
And I think that's how it was designed.
That's the genre. It's like heavy metal, It's just kind of
Wizards.
ridiculous and funny, and just all of the stuff that can happen. And no,
but
I like the 1-2 that we have.
Yeah, it's fun. When I, and this isn't any way a criticism at all, but when I ran Hyboria, it was just more of a serious game because I stripped a lot of the stuff out.
Right.
Like you take away a lot of the crazy wizard rolls and crazy cleric rolls, and it stabilizes the game a little bit. So it's a really, really fun game.
It is. Yeah, it's super popular too.
Yeah, which is great. I'm glad I make $1 zillion. All right, well, that was pretty good. So either this is going out live to the world right now, or it's not. I don't think that it is. I think I did this before. It just kind of archives until I go through it. But
who wants to watch us talk about Dungeons and Dragons?
Hopefully, right? Hopefully, we have 500 people watching us right now, which I find unlikely. But whatever. So I will goof around with this. Let me shut the stream off. All right, everybody. Deuces. All right, I stopped streaming. So